Hey, folks, what a great, fun conversation we've had for you with Ilya. Ilya was joined eXp in September of 2020, just a month after eXp was opened in Israel. He primarily comes to eXp in the sort of digital technology engineering background. He really sees the prop tech of eXp and what we offer. And that's probably why he joined eXp. It's fun to have this conversation. I met Ilya through GMA, Global Marketing Agent. He's a fascinating and cool fellow. He's I joked, a brother from another mother. He's a kite surfer and a skier and snowboarder. And enjoy this fun conversation with Ilya. Without further ado. Hey folks, welcome to another edition of Why I Joined eXp. I'm your host, Bryon Howard, and I'm here in Calgary today. And I have the honor and pleasure, exciting pleasure, on my birthday today to be with, from Israel, Ilya Mitin. And Ilya, it's noon here in Calgary, and I was telling Ilya that at my CrossFit gym today, I announced it was my birthday, and I handed out calendars. And then I just had a training, and I announced it my birthday. And Ilya has gone overboard. I told him that it was my birthday on our podcast, and he has made me a card. If you're seeing this, you can see it. Thank you so much, Ilya.
You're welcome. You're welcome. We wish you, from the whole team of Cavaliers, we wish you the best.
I really appreciate that. And, what I found is that, I think I've always kind of made a big deal about my birthday. Well, not really big. I pretend to make a big deal about my birthday. And I mean, why not? And so at the gym today, I was leaving and I gave the receptionist, a little gift. And I said, it's my birthday. Here's a gift. It's a 2023 calendar. And in return, she was really kind, and she gave me a very tasty power bar. So I recommend this strategy to everyone. Ilya, do you ever do things like this on your birthday? What is your birthday like? What do you tell everyone?
I love to surprise. I love to surprise people, not to be surprised, rather than to surprise somebody. I love the project. I love, to combine stuff and to prepare it and to work on the project and then to execute it and to do something unique, so the other person will be very, touched. And so when something happens to me, something like that happens to me, I'm sort of unprepared for the situation. So I'm not used to, to be on the other side of the surprised guy.
Really? So it sounds like you're more of a giver than a getter, maybe even.
Exactly. And on my birthday, I would maybe try and be to make everybody comfortable and happy, and again, it will be on my side to like you gave the gift to this lady, to try and treat everybody, to make them feel comfortable in my birthday. So.
I love it. Now, Ilya, if you'd like, go ahead and change your screen. This guy is like a techno genius, I think. So he's got his let's just do a little brag session, Ilya. Tell us, we don't know each other hardly at all. And we're going to get to know each other a little bit better during this podcast, but I've reached out to you for a number of reasons. But maybe you can tell us a little bit about your real estate journey. And how long have you been with eXp, and and why did you join eXp?
Well, thank you for that question. Actually, the journey is pretty awesome, I can say, and unexpected, because I'm a industrial engineer, and I've been doing digital literacy for the past 10 years with my company that I founded. It's called CompuMeet. And so I was specializing in introducing the technology to elderly people. Okay, that was what I was doing during the last 10 years. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to create a change in my professional environment. And I wanted to seek for some upskilling and reskilling, let's say like that. And real estate was very appealing, was very interesting. And so I started to research. I started to think how I can learn about real estate more, where I can study it, who can guide me. And then I found a very interesting course on investing in real estate in Israel with two mentors that are very, very strong mentors in Israel. They have a big communities, and they created this very cool course that is like a it's sort of a course with a lot of like 50 people in it, and it's called 100 Days of Real Estate. And so you learn how to invest, and you are getting into the head of the investor, and you literally going out and trying to propose offers and to negotiate and to find deals and to locate different opportunities. And so it taught me so much about this field that I wanted to learn more. So it opened up my brain. And so I started searching and researching it like I do basically for a new field that I not resemble with. It led me to eXp basically, because I'm in the industry of startups and I'm coming from this background of technology. I am a member of a Startups for Startups community on Facebook. And so I posted, it was also a COVID period, a lot of people are going online. And so I posted a post really like personal with intimacy, about myself. And I saw a guy that is very famous in Israel posting something about eXp. And this was my first time that I noticed eXp, and I like immediately start researching about it. I have a friend that I asked him, he's in the real estate prop tech startup industry. So I asked him, what is eXp like? Tell me everything you know about it. Like, give me all the trash. Give me everything like bad, like all the bad stuff. Give me everything. And he's like, man, I don't know what to say, but they're killing it in the States. I don't know what to say to you, it's like the best. And up until that point, I know only Remax, I know only Anglo-Saxons and all the other companies, maybe Keller Williams a little bit. And so I go with the rabbit hole, I start researching this, and I basically joining eXp on September of 2021, when eXp Israel just came to Israel on August 2021. So we are probably like year and something in Israel. And so I'm joining probably like the first maybe 20 people of the company, maybe less. And so I'm one of the, I joined because I was interested in the technology and the prop tech and all those aspects. So I'm joining eXp, and I start learning, meeting all those incredible people and the staff of eXp Israel, and getting inside the academy. And you know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about academy. We have a very strong foundation for the education side, and start learning. And then I'm basically meeting people on the sessions, on the boot camps and all those Zoom calls and all that. And I meet my partner, who's named Doron. I meet him, and we start talking, and we have a very quick click between us. The same values, the same approach, hunger, the success. He's coming from a also different angle, like from he was a lawyer, and he ran businesses in the food industry, and then it clicked, and what we decided to create was a unique creature in the industry, which is like sort of prop tech, sort of like in the taste of eXp. Cavaliers, as you can see on the slogan, is a real estate and no code company. So
I saw that in your background. I want to ask you a little bit about that. So just kind of slow down just a little bit. So you're an IT kind of guy. Do I say that right? You're a digital kind of engineer background, and into startups, and then you were a real estate investor, or learning about investing. And now, do you think of yourself as a sales agent? What are you now? After this last 10-year journey or more?
It could be confusing, right? It could be like a lot of because we live in this world of multidisciplinary fields, and people are doing a lot of stuff. I know that you are a serious Iron Man, and it requires a lot of force and determination, right? So I am in charge of the technology and the tech side of Cavaliers, meaning that I create the website, I maintain and develop and upgrade it. We are doing we're taking a more professional approach to the digital marketing and the websites field, because I'm coming with a solid background in this in those fields. And so I also created an operation system. I also during the past 3 years become very profound in a system called Notion. So we offer services also in this field. And so I created for Doron an environment where he can sort of CRM and, knowledge system. And we have it all not from eXp, rather from our inner software. Mm-hmm. And it's tailor-made to his needs. And so I get a lot of impact and feedback from him from the field. Okay. And now we are offering it as well. We're offering it to the real estate professionals to create them websites and create them systems.
In Israel, do you guys eXp came to Israel in 2021. So it's only been 2 years and a bit. Wow. And does your real estate sell is it very similar to how we sell in North America? Like, meaning the sales process, do you think, like, from what you know of our sales system?
Yeah, well, this is a great question. I asked it a lot, and I think still new realtors are asking this question. Our CEO of eXp Israel, Meir Glusberg, is actually a realtor. It will surprise you. He was working 20 years in Canada. Oh. He was working as a realtor in Canada for 20 years or so. He was very successful in Canada, and he still has connections, but his base now is in Israel. And so he's bringing this, this like sort of how to say, wind, maybe, like this environment, this culture that he possesses, and it's different in Israel. It's different than in United States or Canada, because realtors there in the States or Canada have more jurisdiction. From what I know, they are even preparing the contracts sometimes, or maybe even all the time. And you have more power on your hands. Okay, you're not lawyers, but still you're getting you're reaching a certain point where you connect with the lawyer on a more advanced level. So this is a difference from Israel, but it's still it's still a very sophisticated job, the realtor. I didn't know it was so sophisticated, like it was so tough. And before I joined eXp.
Just curious, I mean, throwing this out, the question of my podcast, kind of the theme, is why I joined eXp. And so in some ways, I want to throw this out to try to get to know, and maybe it's even a dumb question, but to try to know a little bit about real estate in Israel. So in North America, we realtors can get paid a very high amount for our skill level, meaning we, as a doctor or a lawyer or a powerful engineer, we can actually earn a lot more money, assuming we have we do the work. It's a lot of work, but doing the work, we can write our own paychecks. In Israel, is it a high paying, can it be a high paying job being a realtor? Is it similar?
This is a definitely high paid profession.
It is.
When you are on a high level. When you are creating the job, when you have the listings, when you're doing, when you succeed, and you are, maybe there are realtors that are famous. You need to remember that this is a small country of 9 million citizens, and so and we have 20,000 realtors. So we have a lot of realtors in the country, but not all of them are proceeding into the next level even into the next year of their profession. And we're talking about 80%, something like that, of realtors that are leaving the industry, they understand it's not that easy like they thought. Like people are saying, like, come and do some, sign some clients, sell some houses and all that, and they understand it's much tougher job. And yeah, it's also it requires a lot of professionality, and it's a job that comes with a lot of responsibility. So people that come with without that mindset of responsibility, they kind of ruin the industry in a way. So eXp, if we're talking back to eXp is like they have, like, how to say it in English, like they has this sign of, we are coming to change, we're coming to make a change in the professionalism of the job, because we have all this backup from America, and this strong fundamentals of academy and knowledge. And so we want to change, and Mayor is actually in the top, how to say this, organization of the realtors in Israel. So he's talking with the law departments in Israel, and trying to really make a change, make this profession more similar to your question, to the countries where it's very, very powerful and respected as well.
Cool. The opportunity. Actually, I was visiting your social media touches yesterday, trying to learn a little bit more about Mitin, or Ilya, and what he's doing. And it seemed like, and you already spoke about it, the prop tech, and like it seemed like your interest in this company eXp, which is really a tech company. In terms of why I joined eXp, is that what brought you into the company, Ilya? Is the attraction of the tech? Personally, and I want to relate a little bit to, in 2013 or 14, I think there was 4,000 agents in eXp worldwide. In 2018, this is 2020, I think there was 44,000. 2 years later, there's now, is it 87,000? Like, this is numbers I heard yesterday. And so we're just growing at like 100%, more than 100% per year in terms of the company, because people are seeing the opportunity. And there's a lot of reasons why someone might join this organization in North America, or they just opened in Poland. I think that's one of our most recent, our 25th country. So I joined eXp personally for the opportunity, really for the revenue share and the ability to attract and recruit and support agents. It sounds like you joined maybe a little bit for that reason, and as well as and seen the opportunity, and with your background in digital and engineering and systems, I mean, you can offer a lot to that country, Israel. Any comments on that?
Very, very good direction, because when I thought about eXp, I thought how I can improve the lives of the realtors in eXp with my knowledge. Because I'm coming from an educational background, I was educating people how to create a better lifestyle with lifelong learning skills, with upskilling their digital levels and stuff like that. And so I wanted to help realtors in the real life. When I got inside the company, I understood it's not that easy. There is like processes for that, and people are not always ready, not always free. It's a very, demanding job. You're all the time outside in meetings and all that. And you need to create yourself this, you need to manage your time. And so I have a experience with management tools, time management tools in this field as well. But basically what I wanted to do when I joined eXp is to help realtors to be better at digital, and this is actually what I'm doing. I immediately, like maybe on the first month, I created a sort of knowledge hub for all the realtors in Israel, for eXp, everybody that is joining. What we're doing in this hub, we're giving tips on how to be a better realtor, how to use the digital media. We are summarizing. I started, we have those meetings for eXp meetings every week. So I'm not sure that every country has the same stuff. And so there are agencies and all that, but we are a small community yet of sort of 100 plus maybe agents. And we have those meetings that we are doing every week. And so me and my partner, we are at the beginning, we were like summarizing, and now we're became better at that. We summarize it for 3 minutes of read, and then we also dictate it and we read it. And this is something that we give back to the community in order for people that are busy driving in meetings to be able to catch up with what happened in the, to be able to be involved with the community. And of course, I wanted at the beginning, I didn't want to be a realtor because I'm not a realtor today as well, because my partner is the realtor, and I support him, and I still come to the meetings, and I still try. Today we had a meeting in one of the Regis, offices, and I'm trying to grasp the idea and the simulations and how the realtor is working and the negotiation terms and all that, to be able to talk with my partner, to be able to understand him better, to be able to develop better systems for our business, and to know the jargon, to know the terminology. Nice. But at the end, I wanted to recruit. And now after a year in the company, I know better how to recruit. I know better. Just today, I brought a guy that is actually an architect, and he wants to do a change in his life. He doesn't want necessarily to continue with this architect life, and he wants to go to the exam and to get his diploma, realtor's diploma. And I told him, no problem, I have a course that I created for this. I have a course for for learning for the exam, and I brought him right away to Regis to feel what's going on inside eXp and how we learn, and to meet the mentors and to meet all the souls, all the people behind the scenes. And so it was so good for him. He even told that, our meetings in our industry are not held like that. We don't have those fun and jokes and all that. So times go by, and I understand better and better the concept, the business model, and I feel that I can, speak better. And so people also see that I still in the company. This is also a very important part, that you are consistent.
I think, in some ways, as I sort of fall into this eXp world a little bit, it's a little bit of a bad word. I just want to acknowledge this, to talk about recruiting, but really what we're doing is we're helping to change lives. This is a model that really works well for the individual realtor, whether they're new or in the business for 20 or 30 years, like myself. I've been in for 21. And the business model really works, and it can change lives. And so anyway, I just want to sort of acknowledge that. And I think that I want to add to that. As a tech guy, you're really there about, our backgrounds couldn't be more different, but we both have something to offer this model. So I don't know, I just want to acknowledge us both in a lot of ways by saying that.
I just want to add to what you said, that actually you can see by eXp sharing their revenues, you can see how little they are earning in comparison to what are the amounts of money that are coming, the streams. You can see how little they earn. Why? Because they share it with the agents. So just by noting this point, you can see that this is a good life-changing company for people. It's a good, healthy model for realtors, because who wouldn't want to leave 78% of his commission in his hands, right away? Not to talk about what's coming next when you're when you reach the cap, etc.
Yeah. Yeah, also, I think we originally connected, and I connected with you after my first call on the Global Marketing Network, Global
GMA.
Marketing Agent,
Yes.
GMA. Can you tell me a little bit, maybe like related a little bit to like your involvement in that organization? And I'd like to maybe if you could touch a little bit. So I think because you're in Israel, meaning, you're in Europe, and I don't know, I think that you're a global citizen more so than me here in Canada and North America. Why did you get involved with, and become a global marketing agent? And what do you think, like, how in perspective, to me, that's like kind of mind blowing that we can be an agent working around the world, but how has maybe COVID changed it? And how does the eXp platform, sort of assist us as global marketing agents?
GMA is amazing. First of all, Bryon, I want to say thanks to eXp again. We're talking, our major subject is eXp, but it couldn't be done without eXp, without this platform again. And of course, all the people behind this platform that invented it. And we wanted to serve our clients in Israel with the best way we can. And I was searching for a solution and for different tools that I can use. And we have the workplace, so we can chat with all the 87,000 agents that you just mentioned. Mm-hmm. And so I started to looking for Jewish communities because I needed to come to places, to reach places where our potential clients are, because we have, for example, a villa that we represent in a very distinguished neighborhood in Israel, probably one of the best, and it's like we have a very limited amount of clients, of buyers that we can reach in Israel, because first of all, like I said, it's a small country. We don't have a lot of citizens, and when you reach into this pool and you need the specific people that can afford this kind of property, it's getting even less and less. Mm-hmm. And so I wanted to reach out to the world. I wanted to reach out to the communities, and I started searching, and this is how it led me to the GMA. Thankfully, I'm very excited about GMA. We are partnering with several agents from there, tightening our relationships, marketing our properties. I give them what I know, from my marketing perspectives. We have different gadgets, new gadgets on marketing. They give me theirs, for an example, okay? Like an Israeli agent from Israel posting a listing on a Compass Luxury, and a Compass Luxury platform. This is unreal. This is something that is like an unimaginable, because it's in the States. It's like I don't have a jurisdiction there. I don't have a way to do that, and so GMA allows it, and by that we become an international agency in our country, in our maybe it's to say in our city when we are where we work. And so we are coming to the clients. We have a big added value.
It's awesome. Yeah. No, I'm really excited about that. And do you think that like, has the world changed much in your perspective since COVID, and like this kind of thing that we're doing right now, and the metaverse that we know exists in eXp world? How does that, like, do you think that this global networking will, like, in 5 years or 10 years will be much different and even much more natural than it is today? Any thoughts on that?
It will be definitely much more natural. Definitely we will feel that it's like our second hand. Mm-hmm. We are already starting to feel comfortable with different virtual aspects, VR, AR, that we have. It's been inserted into the Zoom and integrated into our platforms, to the day-to-day tools. And what's Mark, our beloved Mark Zuckerberg is preparing for the world, is that we are all gonna, have a headset and a mask. We already have the platform for that. We already in eXp, we have the world, the avatars. So it's just that another step. We're gonna feel. I'm gonna actually feel that we are connected. We are in the same hole, in the same place. And to give you an example, besides those, very, very high technology, which will take some time to reach to that, we actually sold the house to a client from United States. Okay. We have an investor from United States, and all the deal was conducted on Zoom.
Oh, wow.
So everything was going on Zoom. So here is like, what's better than this example, that I think that COVID assisted, and it gave like opened the minds of people for those technologies.
Very good, Ilya. I think I'm coming to the end of this. We want to appreciate your time and our listeners' time. I feel like, I was very, very excited when we started this. I'm still excited to talk to you. You're a different guy than me. And, you had those birthday greetings for me right on the screen. Blew me away. I didn't really ask about you and your life. Like, what's life like for you? Do you live in a big city? What city are you in? And do you have family? Tell us a little bit about Ilya. What do you do to keep in shape? You're looking fit.
Thank you. I'm actually a snowboard enthusiast. Snowboarding is my life. I actually got introduced to snowboarding in Canada, in Toronto, by my very good friend who lives in Toronto, and my family lives in Toronto as well. I have a sister, and so we have even another thing connected. So I have a family. I have 2 boys, beautiful boys. The 6 and 8, and and one just went to first grade. It's just his new beginning just this year. Nice. To my school where I was learning. So it's it's very exciting. We live in sort of center, sort of like, if we say Tel Aviv, so like 15-20 minutes from Tel Aviv, something like that. Nice. But it's called center. We're not far away from the Ben Gurion airport. We in Cavaliers are working on it's called the Asharon area. It's more to the north. This is the area where we operate. So I love snowboarding. I love basketball very much. I run. I kite surf, by the way. I think I saw a picture on your profile or something like that. I did a lot of kite surfing. We are a country of kite surfing, right?
I didn't know that. I had no clue.
Yeah, you need to come to Israel
to kite surf.
For sure. Eilat is the best resort for kite surfing in the world. It's very small. So after you finish with Eilat, you go to Egypt. Then you do a lot of surfing there. But those areas of this Red Sea are amazing. Very, very good wind. We have another location, which is Kinneret. Very, very good for the summer. You're going to enjoy there. So kite surfing in Israel, everywhere there is a sea in Israel. So so it's great. It's a great sport. Love extreme. Very, 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 in love with this sport. So this is about me a little bit.
Ilya, you're a brother from another mother, and you're Jewish, and I'm Catholic raised. But listen, well, you have to come visit me. We have a great place near Kicking Horse Mountain in Golden, BC. And we do short-term rentals. Like, we have 3 little properties. They're all cute, but the skiing, the snowboarding there is amazing. So we will definitely be hooking up and keeping in touch. Me going to Israel to kite surf, and you coming to my backyard to snowboard and ski.
Looking forward for it.
Ilya, couple last questions. Tell me a little bit about your brochure or your logo. How did you choose Cavaliers? I mean, so Cavaliers is powered by eXp. I love it. I love like the historical guy there, and the real estate and no code. Tell us a little bit about your logo and
Sure. So it's actually a simple idea. Behind this idea are the values of me and my partner, right? I was telling that we immediately clicked on the basis of our similarity in values. And so it's it's the honesty, it's the loyalty, it's the transparency, and all that, and different other values maybe in Hebrew that I don't translate right now, but and so this is what stands for like a cavalier, right? For like a gentleman. And so we are like the gentlemen of the real estate. So this was like the approach. We want to do it differently. We want to do it honest. We have a big not so good reputation in Israel. We want to change the reputation. We want to make a wow effect for the client, to in all aspects, like technologically, human aspects, communication. And so this is how this gentleman, the cavalier, arised and came to life. And no code, like I said, it's also like backed up by no code, right? Everything is sitting upon this world. This is a very, very interesting, creative world we are living in. It's part of this fourth revolution that we are living right now. Cool. And you can do everything nowadays with no code,
I love it. I love it. So last question, kind of combined with two. Do you have any requests from our audience who could potentially be listening? That's one. And secondly, what is the best way to reach out to you? Someone wants to connect. I'll include some links in the show notes, but yeah, how about that? Any requests from the audience?
Of course. So first of all, I would love them to follow us on Instagram because we are very active there. We are gonna be more active on YouTube since we're building something unique for our audience on the YouTube channel right now. And so we actually operate on different social media, but you can reach us on Instagram. We are active there. We can reply on Facebook as well. And we have our website, which is gonna, which will have a new version soon. It's gonna be renovated very, very soon. So
what's your Insta handle? Do you remember?
You mean the Instagram?
Yeah. Say handle. What's your account?
Yeah, like the at, right?
Yeah,
the
at Cavaliers maybe.
Yeah, it's cavaliers.tech. It's like the Cavaliers you see in the logo, and then dot tech, like technology. This is actually the website is called as the same.
Oh, good.
Same address. Yeah.
Tech. I love it how you're really, coming from the tech background, and that was a big part of why you joined eXp, and it's all related to your brand. Well, Ilya, I look forward to keeping in touch with you, new friend. And
Me too.
I wish you all the best. And thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you, Bryon. Thank you. And hopefully to see you on our show as well.
I would just love that invitation.
We have a little podcast, not so popular like yours, but we are working on it, and we will love to get you someday on our show as well.
I can't wait. I'm counting my breaths. Thanks so much. Well, that was great to have that conversation. As the world changes, as the world becomes smaller, as we become more international and global thinking, it's so fun just to be able to connect with, a fellow across the world and realize that, hey, we're kind of one and the same. We have similar goals, and to be able to connect like that via this platform and the eXp and the global marketing agent. Just super fun. Definitely, I'll be keeping in touch with Ilya. Hopefully, I'll be seeing him in Israel at his kite surfing beaches or in our mountains here in the Canadian Rockies at Kicking Horse. In any case, hope you enjoyed that show. Who next needs to be a guest on our show? Why I joined eXp? Please reach out to me if you have questions or you would like to investigate eXp and why possibly you should join. My name is Bryon Howard, and I'm out to celebrate birthday party number 3. BH out.